Hello, good afternoon. How are you doing? How are you? How's your life? How's the family? Been well? Good. Yes, welcome to the online memory afternoon from the Warm and Toasty Club. My name is John O'Casson, and this is episode 91. Hope you're having a good week and the sun is shining on you where you are. Looking out the window, it's shining on us partially here in Colchester. Probably in a minute, Jeanette and Tom will have like super bright sunshine coming through their windows. What we have coming up for you this afternoon, we've got the retro raffle as normal. Hi, Christine. Nice to see you. We've got the memory of the week. We have got our second edition of TV Detective of the Week. Just Detective of the Week, I suppose. Two lady detectives. That's nice to see. We have Jeanette's poem of the week, of course, and we have a live guest coming through about 1:25, 1:30-ish, something like that. See how much we chat. And the lady's name, you would have heard of her. She's rather fantastic. She's called Marina Florence, and she'll be singing 3 songs live this afternoon. So looking forward to that. Also, we have with me Jeanette and Tom. Let me see if I can find them. Oh, there's Tom. Hello, Tom. And let's see. Yes, and hello, Jeanette.
Hello, Jono. Hello, Tom. Hello.
How's your life? Are you both well?
Can't complain.
Yeah.
Oh, Tom, look, he went quick vision, close up vision.
Indeed.
Woo.
What's gone wrong?
I don't know, Tom.
It's not wrong, it's right.
That's why I was a bit late today. The button was go live. I'm pressing it, wouldn't happen. You know what happens. You know what it's like. You had a good week, you two?
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
I can't remember mine either.
Wow. What has happened? Just
Tom.
the usual. I work a lot and I rehearse with my band a lot. I've got a lot of gigs coming in.
Yes.
It's going to get better. Today I'm going to see a comedian in Stowmarket at the John Peel Centre. So that'd be nice.
Yeah, the other one I was thinking of was Mark Steele. That's the other Mark.
Steel, yeah.
Yes, you see what I did there. Yes,
I think I know him. I'm going to see Ross Noble next week.
Oh, he's back. Is he? I saw him in Celebrity Apprentice Australia.
Oh, well, yeah, he lives in Melbourne, even though I think he's from up north here. But this is a ticket that was, bumped because of COVID, and finally it's actually going to get to see him.
Where are you going to see that?
Because tonight is at the John Peel Centre in Stowmarket. Saturday next week is at the Westcliff Theatre at Southend.
Oh, cool run.
I like to travel.
Yeah,
I like driving.
Well, yeah, you need to, 'cause it takes a while to get to Southend these days. Even though it's kind of down the road.
Times lately, it's been all right.
What's that, Tom?
Been a couple of times lately, it's been all right.
Is it? Maybe I'm thinking of the 80s or something when I last went.
1904.
1904.
You went by cart.
Oh, them steam cars, they were so slow. Steam train. Oh, I wish I could go there on a steam train. Hey, I've been meaning to ask you two. I've been thinking about desserts lately.
Desserts?
Desserts, yeah.
Just desserts.
What
Well-
to have to eat now after
Yeah,
the
my
show?
younger brother, he used to say, let's go out, and he'd go to 5 different restaurants a day and just order desserts. I don't know if he does that so much now, but
Has he got any teeth?
he's got 2, maybe 3 that are decent. Well, 2 that are decent, one's on its way. Wobbly, need the door to close with a bit of string. There goes the 3rd one. If you're dreaming of afters, of puddings, of desserts, what would be your dessert of choice? That's the question for you too.
Ooh, that's quite a difficult question, isn't it?
That's deep, isn't it? That's really deep.
For dessert, I
wondering.
think you can beat. What are those round things with chocolate and cream inside? Profiteroles.
Profiterole. Oh.
Yeah,
You're
they've got a bit of everything. They've cream, chocolate, choux pastry.
Aren't they the same as chocolate eclairs, but just round instead of long?
Yeah, I like them as well. But, you know, they're a snack. Chocolate eclairs are just a snack. They're not a dessert, are they?
No.
Depends how many you have, I suppose. Doesn't it?
What sort of thing do you like, Tom?
Anything, really. Anything. I quite like desserts. I quite like creme caramel, you know.
Oh, custard.
Creme caramel.
With a crispy, that's where they have a blowtorch to
Yeah,
heat the toffee.
I like that. So if I go to a restaurant, if they've got that.
Oh, like creme brulee sort of thing, is it?
Yeah, that sort of thing.
Sort of thing. They were saying it on the radio yesterday. Cold custard or hot custard?
Both, really. Quite
So
like
it
both.
depends on the circumstances. Jeanette's not sure.
I'm not that bothered about custard. I mean, it's all right. I think I would rather have cream or these days half fat creme fraiche.
Jeanette, I didn't include those choices.
No, but custard, yeah, it's not my go-to thing. It's all right. I was tricked once by my friend Gary. He came round for dinner. This was a few years ago, but living here, and he wanted pudding, and we don't really do puddings. We're not pudding people, and so it was like, well, you know, I've got some bananas and a tin of custard. And he went, brilliant. So I cut up some bananas and cold custard, and we both had them, and it was really lovely actually. And he said, do you want some more? And I said, oh, yeah, I'll get it. He said, no, I'll get it. So we went out to the kitchen and brought me some back, and we were watching a film, and I was eating it, and it was like, oh. And something, I don't know what it was, made me look and stop, but I carried on. And then he laughed his head off when I'd finished. He'd got the leftover potatoes and put the custard over the potatoes. And something wasn't quite right, but I didn't really think about it. And I just kept watching TV and eating potatoes and custard. That's a dessert. He's a trickster, he really is.
Probably in the 1970s, I think.
Yeah, tasty like 1970.
Fanny Craddock, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, Johnny on the drink.
Yeah.
He never knew that they were not potatoes.
Yeah, quite like pancakes with chocolate sauce, cream, and bananas.
Oh, grapes, yeah.
I'm old school. I can't have white sugar, so I have a bit of honey.
Oh yeah,
lemon juice.
I mean, yeah,
they're nice. Now,
you know, I've just had my leftover cottage pie from last night, and I want sugar now.
that's the thing. After dinner, you want lots of afters every day, but I've got to watch my blood sugar levels. They've sent me on something because my blood sugar's too high. They sent me on a 9-month, boot camp or something that I've got to go on to sort it out. So I was dreaming of desserts, but I can't really have them. I mean, I have a 10-calorie jelly sometimes that you get a little part of. You've seen it, 10 cal.
Yeah, I've seen them, but they're jelly. And
yeah, I know. Look, when times are hard, though,
Yeah. Now I have diabetic chocolate that I get from Gunton's, the posh shop.
Oh, okay. I had vegan. I do like ice cream, but I don't have it anymore. Except I bought some vegan vanilla ice cream the other week. Oh, it tasted like 5 pints. Do you remember 5 pints? The sort of like powdered milk.
Oh.
Tasted like that. In frozen.
I've got some vegan pouring cream for when Neve was last here.
Boring cream, did you say?
Pouring cream. Yeah, no animals have been near it. And she didn't have any at Christmas, so it's still there in the cupboard. It's got a very, very long life, but there's no dairy in it. So it's plant-based.
Plant-based. Well, some of it could be nice, but they're flooding the market with the vegan stuff, but you've got to watch it because some of it's full of sugar or full of salt.
Yeah.
For the taste.
Yeah.
No chicken burgers as they do now. I should say hello to everyone. Hello, Christine. Nice to see you. Nice to see you, Keith, Steve from the good old USA, our newsletter engineer. Good morning, lovely people, or good afternoon. Well, good afternoon for us, Stevie. If you don't mind me calling you Stevie. Tom says hello. Elmi, hello, lovely people, says Elmi. Hello to you, Elmi. Hello, Jean. Hello, Jenny Lithgow, the former queen of the retro raffle scene, reinstated but unknown status of late. She's back with us. She's lemon meringue pie, or as they say in other countries, merengue. Or is that a dance?
It's a dance.
It's a dance. Christine says, I love cheesecake, Brian, bread pudding. Oh, Good
Oh.
choices.
Yeah.
Good choices, both.
Choose-
And
Yes.
do you have custard with them or cream or I don't know. People sometimes have cream with cheesecake.
Do they?
Overkill in my book, but
Yeah.
oh,
bit
yeah.
overkill.
And then bread and butter pudding. That's got to be custard, surely.
I don't mind either cream or custard, bread and
Cream
butter.
or custard. Steve says the mixture of custard and what was the other one? I forgot.
Ice cream, custard, and cream.
Well, he says pustard. That was custard and potatoes.
Yeah, that
Christine's
sounds
going ice
horrible.
cream. Do you have to have a special one, Chris, because of sugar? I need to know these things. I've got to keep a watch on it all because I've entered the dangerous stage of my life, being called fat when you walk down the street. Oi, fat boy!
Oh,
Which I don't mind because I like a bit of attention. We should do the retro raffle.
yeah.
It's the retro raffle. It's coming to your screen. It's the retro raffle. Never has been seen. It's the retro raffle, and it's coming to your screen. Oh yeah, it's coming to your screen. Retro raffle, Facebook Live. Yeah. Okay, retro raffle this week. What have we got? Well, this week I've not got a question as much as sort of like a memory. And the memory is, can you remember, or can you name, in fact, we know as well, 1, 2, or 3 of your favourite songs from your life, please? What of your favourite songs are there? No prize, just for fun of it, just for the pure fun of it. That's right. Tom Hardy, if you had to pick 1, 2, or 3 songs, would that be too hard? Like,
No.
favourite songs, everybody.
Favourite song? I do have a favourite song actually. It's called "Ye Mariners All."
Oh, I've heard of that.
That's my favourite song ever.
Yeah.
Quite like Beatles songs. So there's a few Beatles songs that I'd have there.
She Loves You. Yeah. Great
Yeah,
song.
and there's a couple of Flaming Lips songs that I really like as well.
Oh, Flaming Lips, check you out on the left field choice. I like it.
So you got a bit of like pop and then some pretty,
Folk. Is it
folk and sort of, I don't know, alternative.
alternative? Yeah, that's
That's
right.
a thing.
Independent.
It's a bit weird, isn't it? Alternative. I don't know. Independent. Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Jeanette Lyons?
I think 3 songs that I could listen to anytime, day or night, that I'd always be happy with, would be Hush by Kula Shaker, it would be Crazy in Love by Beyonce, and A Little Less Conversation by Elvis.
Oh,
And then
okay.
anything by the Beatles. I love them.
Very nice. Very nice.
Songs.
I've not thought about this yet, but I would probably go for most songs by Marvin Gaye. But yeah, probably Mercy, Mercy Me or something like that. I might go for Robert Wyatt singing Shipbuilding.
Oh,
Good
yes.
choice.
I do like that song. There's loads of them and they change every week. There's too many. I can't. No, I can't. I can't commit. I can't.
Well, the thing is, it doesn't matter, does it? Because it could be your favourite song today. Tomorrow it could be something else. So
Yeah,
it goes with your mood, doesn't it? Really.
Yeah, and I like kind of a lot of quite independent music, sort of like new music artists. Elmy says any Elton John songs. I am a big fan. I remember when the rock was young. Cliffs. Oh, I thought she was going to say Cliffs of
White Cliffs of Dover.
White Cloves of Dover. Cliffs songs, of course.
White Cloves of Dover.
White Cloves of Dover. There'll be bad tea over the White Cloves of Dover. Who else? Anybody else? What's your favourite song or songs? 1, 2, or 3 of them. What else do we like? I mean, I do like Nature Boy by Nat King Cole, being an old soul. Sorry, I'm keep sniffing today. I have had a sneezing fit, and I think I've just got a bit of a cold. Yes, there was a boy, a very strange, enchanted boy.
Oh, that's lovely. I like
When
that.
he wandered near and far, over land and sea.
You've got such a
Greatest
lovely
thing,
voice.
oh, thank you, you'll ever
Beautiful.
learn. I'm going to keep going throughout the show.
Yeah, do.
To
Yeah.
love and be loved in return. Right, Passenger, Iggy Pop by Keith, KGB. March in the Hate Machines, Thievery Company, featuring the Flaming Lips. Ooh, and Anything by the Buzzcocks. Cool. He's a bit of a punk rocker. Love the songs of Miz. And for a minute, I'm thinking Miz Miserables. I like that one. Master of the House, singing by the pole. Wait a bit of pitching, can oh. Do you not remember that one?
I do.
I don't know the rest of the words. Master of the House, chickabadoo, look at the ding, and a ting chew.
Oh, it's amazing you can remember those words. I always forget them.
I know. What was the one that made Susan Boyle famous?
Oh, yeah.
I dream a dream, something like that, isn't it?
No.
We asking twice if we could touch a body. I know that everybody. I got a buddy like you. Hey, that was from it. That was from Miss, wasn't it? Yeah, that was early.
There's Miz.
That made me Miss. Anything by Snippet is great. Wink, wink, Steve. That's the name of my band.
New album coming out. Looking forward to that.
New album called Chipper coming out. I don't normally talk about my stuff on here. Coming out soon as I can get my act together. So many things to plan. So many videos to plan. That's the hardest. Oh, my days. Keep them coming. What's your favourite songs? Anybody else? I know there's only 4 people watching today. No, I know a lot of people watching Silence. Some people say to me, we watch it and listen like it's a radio show. I don't know what that says about our look.
We look right for radio.
We look great for radio.
So,
Yeah, I don't know so much. But some people listen, they say it's like a podcast. I had quite a few comments for a while saying you'd make a great podcast. And, they make lots of money, the podcasts nowadays.
and they get people to come off Spotify.
I was sharing a thing. One of our funders have asked to do a little video, so I'm trying to put a video together. And I shared a bit where me and Jeanette was talking about bananas covered with bacon, maybe, and a sort of like a cheesy sauce from last year or whenever it was, and it looked pretty rough.
Sounds
Was
lovely.
that a prize for the retro raffle? You did a lot of strange food things for retro.
We did have a run of strange foods, didn't we?
Yeah.
It was
Wasn't that something you made, Jeanette?
in the 70s? Jeanette
Yeah.
made it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember talking about it.
No.
but
What's that one?
Your video.
Aspic and jelly? Was that something?
Oh, yeah. Just the whole aspic and jelly thing.
Ooh.
We should get this clear. I know you guys don't like coconut and marzipan.
No, I love coconut.
Oh, right. Okay. Marmite and marzipan.
Yes.
Not together. Even I wouldn't like that. But I don't actually like jelly. I don't like the texture of jelly. I don't like when they used to have jelly inside pork pies. That's aspic, isn't it? And things, the bit that you get if you buy a whole thing of pate, the whole top layer will be some kind of jelly thing. Ooh.
Melted bones.
No, don't like jelly.
Yeah.
I can't imagine talking about those lovely foods. And if there was any aspect, it wouldn't be one of my favourites.
Well, that's a perfect lead-in to Memory of the Week. If I press the button. I'm pressing.
Memory of the week.
Memory of the week this week is, what were your favourite foods? Not your worst foods, but well, you can say if you want any worst foods. But what were your favourite foods when you were a child, and do you still eat them now? We won't go to the jelly situation with Jeanette. So, can you remember as a child, Tom?
Yep.
In the middle, where you at? He's in the middle. What was? Do you remember what you used to like when you was a kid?
So what age? What age?
Well, let's
It,
just
it
go
var- it varies quite a lot
mid-age,
because, like,
pre-5 or post-5. It's up to you.
pre-5, ooh, I'd say probably calves brains.
What?
Calves brains. Yum.
You used to have a lot of calves brains pre-5. Yeah.
Okay.
Or sardines.
Oh, how lovely. What about
Living in Spain, I take it.
Yeah. And
Oh,
we used to have quite a
fine.
fancy restaurant just up the road,
ah?
and they would do a steak sandwich that was very nice.
Oh, was that calves brains or us? Oh yeah,
No,
lovely.
it was the White Horse, actually.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
See, if children under 5 were given that here, calves brains, and then social services would be called and they'd be taken away and given some chicken McNuggets.
I think they would.
It would, and that's the shame of it.
Might have calves brains in them. I don't know.
Mm.
What,
Probably everything in
what
them.
about post-5, Tom? A little bit older child.
Okay, so apparently I did go through a phase of just eating, like they used to get sausage and beans in a can.
Yeah.
I think I went through a phase of just eating those.
Wow.
Straight out the tin.
Probably. I mean, who knows?
Yeah, I'm trying to think now. I can't think. What about you, Jeanette? Because I know you was very poor when you were young.
Well, they didn't have anything to eat, did they? I don't
No.
know.
Oh, we did sometimes.
Coal.
Occasionally, obviously. I liked my mum's stew. That was always really nice. She'd have a great big pot, and of course, the next day she'd throw another potato and another carrot in, and that stew could last a whole week. Just extra dumplings. I really like stew and dumplings. One of my favourites.
Yeah.
But cheese, basically, I eat cheese. I always have. We didn't have sweets and stuff very much when I was little. So we had Yorkshire puddings, and sometimes if there were any left over, not very often, but if there were some, we would put jam in the Yorkshire puddings, and that would be.
Oh yeah, we had that. That was nice. I'm trying to think what we had. I remember after a roast on a Monday, we'd have rissoles, which I don't know if that was the name of them, but my mum would cook pieces of brown meat in a sort of batter, I suppose, of some kind, and she'd fry them. They were nice, bit chewy, quite chewy, but also I liked for my main dinner. I would like Disco's crisps and Refreshers sweets. That's just a light tea, though. For supper, I would have a curly whirly.
Wow.
Yeah.
All the sweets you used to have. I don't feel I missed out, but I kind of think, my teeth aren't great, but they could be a lot worse had I eaten lots of sweets all my life. So I couldn't eat sweets when I was little because we didn't have them. We were poor. Then older, I'm diabetic, so I don't get to eat a lot of sweets now anyway.
Like kids have quite sort of like, they sort of pick on one thing to eat, don't they? Well, we did in our families quite a lot. So I don't know if I told you about my brother and sister. So my parents, or my stepfather and my mother, would buy a Fray Bentos pie.
Oh, yes.
And my brother would have, I think, the inside, and my sister would have the top. Because they didn't.
Pastry.
Yeah, they didn't have both together. One would have one and one would have the other. So the whole pie got used.
Yeah.
They still sell them.
What did I have?
Yeah.
I probably had a bit of bread and cheese or something at that age. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember a lot of white bread, actually, Tom. White bread with cheese sandwiches. My mum would put a sliced tomato in it, so like we'd fill up market.
With a bit of salad cream.
Yeah, salad cream. Yeah, on the cheese as well.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
And my brother used to. Sorry, Jeanette. I was just going to say, my older brother, he used to like sliced onion sandwiches with lots of vinegar on white bread. Oh, just the thought of it.
We used to have school dinners, free school dinners, obviously because we were poor, and our tea when we got in from school would be bread and spreads, and there'd be a value loaf of thin sliced white bread on the table, and then a jar of sandwich spread, cheese spread, Shipham's paste.
Shipham's crab paste.
And paste, and there'd be jam, and it was just bread and spreads. And we felt fantastic that we could actually help ourselves and put on whatever we wanted and just have jam sandwiches for tea.
You lucky lot. Did you ever have peas on toast?
No. No.
That's the old story that Jeanette will know, that Joan told us, that during the war there wasn't much food going around, and her sister used to look after her older sister, and she left a message to him saying, there's no food available today, you just have to have peas on toast. And apparently, so the peas wouldn't run off the toast, she did have a little bit of preserve, some sort of jam. Just set the peas in toast.
That's a lovely story. She tells us so well.
I should read some comments. Jean, lovely choices of songs. Miss Unites, Crackling Rosie, and Sweet Caroline. Good times never felt so good. Keith is like Kendaloo. He's just saying curry.
Oh, he's from Indian grandparents, I think.
But he says he's cooking
grew up
stew
on nice curries.
Okay, he says he's cooking stew and dumplings today, if you fancy some.
Yeah. Oh, I'm out tonight. I do fancy some.
I would go out tonight. Oh, I don't know why I'm singing every time somebody says something. Sorry about that.
You've got musical Tourette's.
I have. Stroop waffles, is that the right way to pronounce it? A syrup waffle now available in the UK. Still addicted to them, says Elmi. I think I know the ones. I've seen them in the shop. Hi to Kim. She's just joined us. Keith says, poo, cold day, old curry on toast. Oh, dear. Oh, not poo, predictive.
Ooh, right.
You young people. Steve says bread, butter, and sugar. I remember my grandmother would make it for us. She was from Portsmouth. Okay, yeah, I remember. Oh gosh, who was it that used to tell us they used to have lettuce with sugar on?
Oh yes, because I remember celery with
Barb
sugar
from Wivenhoe, from Walton. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just used to have sugar sandwiches. We used to have sugar sandwiches.
Yeah, sugar sandwich. I remember them. I remember talk of them. It was.
We used to have chocolate bar and a sandwich as well.
Yeah.
My grandma, my Nana Lines, my dad's mum, she used to make us toast, and she didn't have a toaster or anything. She didn't even have a fridge. She had a little cupboard that she'd kept the cheese and the butter in. But she had a real fire and a toasting fork, and our toast would be done up there. And then she'd put butter on, and then some brown sugar, which was lovely. It tasted so different from white sugar. And then maybe a little bit of cinnamon. And it would melt into the butter and the hot toast. That was one of the loveliest things ever. And we only had it at my grandma's. It was really nice. I've forgotten that. Thanks for bringing up that memory.
Yeah, that's what the people are with us for, and we're with them for it too. By the way, says Jean, Crackling Rosie isn't about a woman. Who knew it? Oh, I thought it was about a bit of crackling off the roast.
Pork scratching or
something. Scratchings. Christine says dripping on toast. Oh, don't start, Chris. My dad used to eat bread and dripping. He'd get it out of the fridge. It's been all set and all funny. And he'd get it onto bread, and then he puts salt and pepper on top. And me and my brother, Dad, don't eat that. Don't eat that, Dad. Yum, it's lovely, boys. I never ever tasted it. I don't think it was just no, Christine. That's not illegal, and it is illegal still. Now, we should welcome our guests, shouldn't we? Let's bring to the fore the rather lovely, the rather wonderful Marina Florence. Good afternoon.
Hello.
How are you doing?
All right, thank you. Not too bad at all.
Great to see you.
Thank you. Great to see you too.
Have you any memories of favourite foods or songs from your
Oh,
childhood days?
yeah, there's plenty really, but I suppose we used to come home and we did have a meal. We weren't poor by any stretch of the imagination, but we'd be so hungry when we come home that we'd make tomato sauce sandwiches.
Oh yeah, I remember them.
And then we'd still get a meal later. So that's probably why I look like this and Jeanette looks like that.
You looked lovely.
Oh, I remember that brought up a memory. My
Go on,
friend
Tom.
Mark Metzen, he used to have tomato ketchup on his peanut butter sandwich.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Yeah,
Weird.
very weird.
That is weird. Yes. Christine says, "Hi, lovely Marina. Lovely seeing you."
Hello. Hello.
It is a joy to have you with us. I hope you're keeping well, Marina. And
Yeah.
I know you've been busy online because you've got new music out.
Yeah. Got a new song. I'll sing it later.
Sing it later. We look forward to that. What are you going to start us off with?
So I'm going to sing a song that I think probably everybody knows. So, sing along from where you're sitting. It's called Leaving on a Jet Plane.
Oh, it sounds good. We'll get out of your way. We love that. We're glad you're with us. Wonderful Marina Florence, everyone.
All my bags are packed. I'm ready to go. I'm standing here outside your door. Hate to wake you up to say goodbye. Well, the dawn is breaking, it's early morning. Taxi's waiting, he's blowing his horn. Already I'm so lonesome I could cry. So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you've never done before. 'Cause I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Oh babe, I hate to go. So many times I've played around. So many times I've let you down. I tell you now, they don't mean a thing. Every place I go, I think of you. Every song I sing, I'll sing for you. When I come back, I'll wear your wedding ring. So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. 'Cause I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Oh babe, I hate to go. Now the time has come to leave you one more time. Just let me kiss you, close your eyes, and I'll be on my way. Dream about the days to come when I won't have to leave alone. About the time I won't have to sing. All together now. Kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. 'Cause I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Oh babe, I hate to go. Leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again.
Beautiful.
Lovely,
very much.
Marina. And I could hear Tom and Jeanette humming along at parts to that, which in truth was a bit disconcerting, but never mind.
Well, I did invite everybody to, so they. So
Oh,
that's
she
fine.
did. Yes.
You did, and they really were. Hi, Kendaloo, nice to see you, sir. Let's see what the comments are. Hi, Marina, love listening to your CD, says Elmy White.
Oh, thank you very much.
Don't know why I said her surname, but there you go. Jenny Lithgow, on the other hand, lovely velvet voice.
Thank you. Thank you
Keith
very much.
says, tune, Marina.
Yes, old John Denver tune. I think it was 1962 or something like that.
Wow.
That was just a long, long time ago. I think it's 62, or he wrote it in 62. I don't know when it became famous.
Yeah, I don't know if he became famous in the 70s, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe it's 72 then. Maybe I've got my 10 years. Maybe I'm out by 10 years. Maybe someone can find out. I don't know.
Checkers can check it up.
Yeah, you've got checkers.
Ken says, very nice, Marina.
Thank you.
Kim says, beautiful song, Marina.
Yeah, I wish I'd written it.
He recorded it in 1966.
Oh,
Right. So I'm not far out then. Maybe he wrote it in 1962.
Maybe, quite possibly.
yeah. And lovely comment, lovely, and applause from Elmy.
Thank you very much.
Now, you're looking very bright there, looking very well.
Yes.
Is it
It's
really
the-
warm there?
It is. It's very sunny,
Yes.
but it's very cold.
Yes.
So it's really, really cold out there, but it's really sunny. And I think all the light is coming in from the window on my right. And I've got a choice of either put the blind down and be in complete darkness, or keep the blind up and be shone on from the window.
No, let there be light. We like to see you. We don't want you in
It's
the
like a
dark.
big spotlight on you, Marina. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You deserve a spotlight, definitely.
Can you warm it up a bit? I'm heading up towards Norwich after the show, so can you warm it up a bit?
There's nothing I can do about it, Tom. You just got to take us as you find us.
Warm and toasty here.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's always warm. You know, you're the most played artist on our afternoons. We've had this is our 91st edition, and you are
Right.
the most played out of all of them.
Really?
Yeah, well, because you've appeared lots, but mostly because you always sing us out with the Warm and Toasty song.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also the peas on toasting, that's been immortalised in a song, hasn't it?
It had. Was that in the Warm and Toasty song, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's in one. It's in one of the song that talks about all the food. There's peas on toast in there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, great memories from Marina's talking for people that don't know. Marina and her songwriting partner at the time, Jules Fox Allen, came down to loads of memory afternoons, and Marina and Jules were great help. But they also sort of wrote songs as part of a project we were doing called Memory Songs, where they wrote songs based on people's memories or inspired by people's memories. And we've had a few CDs from you, haven't we, Marina?
Yeah, it was brilliant. Absolutely enjoyed that immensely.
Yeah.
So good.
We still get people saying, "Oh, I love the CD from those songs," so that's good.
Yeah.
Well, we'll let you get out of the way just for a moment. I'm sure in a moment when you come back, Jeanette may have a question for you. She can think about that because I know she's fighting it a bit.
Nothing to ask. I'm a very curious person.
And what's that, Tom?
Can you warm up Norfolk? That'll be the question.
That's Tom's. Thanks, Marina. We'll be back with you in a short while.
Okay. See you.
See ya. Thank you. The lovely Marina Florence. Jean says, love a bit of John Denver. Written in 66 as Babe, I Hate to Go. Renamed Leaving on a Jet Plane, 1967.
Yeah, somebody else sang it and they renamed it, didn't they?
Was it John Denver that had the hit with it? Because I didn't think it was. John
Not originally. I can't remember who it was.
Lady, I think, wasn't it? The lady that sang it. I only remember because I sang it at school once. My friend Wendy and I did a duet thing for a school show, and she played guitar and sang, and I had to do harmonies, funnily enough, but I don't know that I did. We probably just sang it in unison.
Was
I remember learning it from a lady.
Was it Peter, Paul and Mary?
Oh.
Could be. Yeah, maybe.
Possibly.
Released 1967.
Oh yeah, look, Steve has just said Peter, Paul, and Mary.
Paul, Mary from Steve in the US of A. Thank you, Steve. In North Carolina.
So Peter singing it. He had a very feminine voice. So
Did he?
Did he?
good.
Babe, I Hate to Go was on Denver's first album, John Denver's first album, says Steve. Who knows about this kind of stuff? He's a music man.
So that, I think that was a year before, it says here, 1966. So maybe it wasn't released as a single. Maybe Peter, Paul, and Mary.
Yeah. I don't know why I associate it with someone else other than Peter, Paul, and Mary. And I can't think their name. I will look it up. I will look at it up in it.
I remember it at the same time as things by Mary Hopkins, and it's all in that same thing for me, all that same era and type of song.
Did she do I Like to Teach the World to Sing?
No. That was the Coca-Cola.
Those were the days, is what you're...
No, and Rose Garden. Never Promised You a Rose Garden.
No.
Thinking of was that
No,
not
that's
her?
somebody else.
No, that's
how bad am I?
I beg your pardon.
Yeah.
I never promised you a rose garden. It's a woman. That's country.
Yeah.
All that same time, but that's what I remember.
I don't know. It's all a bit of a blur. Mamas and Papas, perhaps, says Steve. They always come to mind for me with that song. Oh, I don't know. I'm going to have to look it up in a minute, Stevie.
Lynn Anderson was Rose Garden.
Lynn Anderson, right? Okay. Let's do TV Detective of the Week. TV Detective of the Week. There we go. It's been busy. I haven't had time for jingles.
It's amazing.
I know, right? Crazy.
You come up with it.
Anne Murray was Rose Garden.
Oh,
Steve. I remember Ruby Murray.
No, I think it was Lynn Anderson, the one I remember.
Because of different continents, he's going to get the American version. You're going to get the English version. Yeah. Anyway. Miss Marple, have you heard of her? She is our first choice in TV Detective of the Week.
I think
that
version of Miss Marple used to live in Wivenhoe, didn't she?
Yes. Miss Marple is, if you haven't watched it, is a TV series based on the murder mystery novels by Agatha Christie. She's most famously played by Joan Hickson. That's the lady in the picture there. Also later played by Geraldine McEwen and Julia Mackenzie. She solves difficult crimes in St Mary Mead, a fictional, quaint, sleepy village. And Joan Hickson lived in Wivenhoe for 40 years. And features in Martin Newell's book, A Prospect of Wivenhoe. I think because he used to talk to her, he might have done a bit of gardening for her as well, alongside being an indie sort of superstar and poet to the nation. I don't remember watching it a lot. What are your thoughts? Because I'm not really into Agatha Christie stuff. I'm sorry, Agatha. If you're still with us, no, you're not. Do you two like Miss Marple of an afternoon?
Yeah.
I used to watch it when I was young. I think, reality, my mum used to watch it, and it would be on, so I would watch it. But, not a huge fan. I think I used to read some books, Agatha Christie books, that were quite compelling, but I wasn't all about the TV show.
Tom, are you feeling it?
Yeah, I've seen quite a few of them, I think. Yeah, I think Emma and I just sort of sit in the evening and watch crime stuff. Really, quite a lot of Agatha Christie.
Yeah. I mean, I'm watching one at the moment, The Sinner, which is probably a bit dark for some people, but he's as a detective solving crimes. I just think I like it when it's not easy to guess, because some of the steps they make with these older detective series, you can kind of see who's going to do it 3 or 4 steps before, usually.
Well, all the old ones, the Butler did it, didn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. No, it wasn't the General, it was the Butler. Or there's ones like Columbo where he tells you straight off. You get shown who did it, and it's him working it out, which was quite interesting.
I found it all quite interesting that you would have, a little old lady in a village somewhere, and it would be the kind of village you would never want to live. I mean, it might look beautiful, but you find out all the sinister goings on in the background and the people's little secret lives. And to live in a village where the population must be quite small and to have so many murders and death.
Exactly.
You wouldn't want to live there, would you? Because
real, Jeanette.
you're not going to live to that age. Sorry?
It's not real, Jeanette.
Oh,
Yeah,
Where's the Midsummer Murders, isn't it? I mean, you know,
it's true. Midsummer Murders, they have like the crime figures for the year. I mean, sort of like, say, London, Glasgow, Father Brown's Town,
yeah.
whatever that's called. Miss Marple, where Miss Marple lives in St Mary Mead.
it's the scariest areas of New York kind of crime levels in a little sleepy village in
Of
England.
course.
I know.
Weird.
That's what makes it sort of.
Well, there's more of that coming up, actually, of that same subject. So, Miss Marple, great that it's a lady, great that it's an older lady. Is she one that you would vote for? Or would you consider voting for Jessica Fletcher, aka Murder, She Wrote, played by Angela Lansbury? She's a mystery writer and an amateur detective and finds herself becoming involved in solving a series of murders that take place in the fictional town of, I don't know if it's Cabot Cove or Cabot Cove in Maine, as well as across the United States and abroad in some shows. The murder rate in Cabot Cove is out of control. One controversial reason as to why there are so many murders in Cabot Cove is that Jessica is actually a serial killer. I've got that from the internet, so it must be real. People saying that. It ran for 12 seasons between 1984 and 1986. And for me, I like the reggae version. Murder, She Wrote, Murder, She Wrote. That's a great song. Anyway, I watched it, but only for about 2 minutes, and then I fell asleep. But for some, I know in my household it has been very popular. Has it been popular in your household, Tom Hardy?
Not particularly. I mean, it's sort of. I've seen it. It's usually, wasn't it? Used to be on in the afternoon, really, afternoon telly, isn't it?
Yeah.
So maybe here people didn't sort of see it so much if they were out working. And stuff.
It's like the Father Brown and one they've got on nowadays where people get murdered. They do like a murder of an afternoon.
Yeah.
I kind of saw it as, I don't mean because it was a woman, because I thought it was great it was a woman, but it was a bit like Columbo, but watered down a little bit.
Yeah.
Jeanette, are you a Jessica Fletcher lover?
Kind of, but I can't take her seriously in Murder, She Wrote because she's from Bedknobs and Broomsticks,
No, exactly.
and that's all I can see. That's
Oh.
all I can see when I see her. I'm sorry, she was typecast day one for me. So yeah, she's no detective or crime writer, is she?
She might be. It might be real. But it's
I like her. I like that she's got big eyes and red hair.
she's got.
She's a
I
feisty
love she's got big eyes.
Big eyes and red hair and feisty woman and a good shade of lipstick. That's always good stuff in my book.
And is it Cabot Cove or Cabot Cove? Do you think?
I think it's Cabot Cove.
Cabot.
Yeah.
It's American, isn't it? It's bound to
It's
be.
not French.
Steve is our regional expert in the field.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roving reporter who's in North Carolina live as we speak. How would you pronounce Cabot Cove? Let's see what people were saying. Steve says, you're right, Tom. It was Lynn Anderson who sung the song we were talking about. Jean says, loved the series and read all the books. That's Miss Marple in my teens. Keith's just going straight in there. He's voting for Miss Marple. Christine says, Miss Marple for me. Brian Murder, She Wrote. I thought there'd been an incident locally. Kim says, Miss Marple.
They didn't agree about it. And
They didn't agree and there was murder. That's heart to heart. When they met, it was murder. That was terrible, wasn't it? Miss Heart to Heart. Not a patch on Miss Marple is Murder, She Wrote, according to Jean. And Jean knows about murder. Let me tell you, everyone. If she hasn't told you.
Oh, give us a song, Donna. You've not done Murder on the Dance Floor yet. We're waiting for your Tourette's to kick in.
Oh, no. It's murder on the dance floor. Still camp and debate Oh, DJ, gonna turn this out right down right now. Something like that.
Exactly like that.
My music for Tourette's is kind of a bit unpredictable, isn't it?
Sometimes you need prompting, and I'm happy to do that.
I think it's a really annoying thing to have that where I sing songs when people say, "Oh, it's a funny day." Oh, it's a funny day today, and you just start singing songs. It's like, oh God, will he shut up?
I think it's a nice thing. I do. Lorraine and I, my sister and I, do this to both of our daughters. They seem to have this singing thing, but they can't help it. That anything that if they hear a tiny bit of music, it could be on an advert, a doorbell, anything, they kind of mimic it, and they don't realize they're doing it, but they copy stuff. So we'll play tricks on them. They'll be in a room, and we'll kind of walk through, and we'll be humming something really, ridiculous. And then, 5 minutes later, we go back in, and they're singing it. We just do it for our own amusement, and it never fails to amuse.
It never fails.
Power of suggestion.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, so musical suggestion.
So what are your votes out there? Keep them coming. Do you prefer for TV Detective of the Week Miss Marple or Jessica Fletcher from Murder, She Wrote? There we go. I don't know. Choices. There's murder today going on. Let's find out from our guest, our special guest from Norfolk, where the sun shines all day, every day. I'll unmute her and I'll invite her to the floor, see what she thinks. Marina, hi.
Hi.
Are you into murder?
Not those type of murders. I mean, they're I think they're like, as in they're the easy listening world of crime stuff. So if you're feeling a bit low and you just want to just chill and not think too much about anything, then watch one of those.
Yeah, they're like the Cluedo of murder shows, aren't they?
Yeah. I mean, I out of the two of them, I probably would pick Miss Marple, but I have seen Angela Lansbury live in Live Spirit on the stage, and
Wow.
And it was 2014 surprise tickets that somebody took us. We didn't even know what we was going to see, and she's probably the only person who I've ever seen just walk onto the stage. She was obviously quite old. I think she's quite old now, and this was in 2014. And she walked onto the stage and she just got, a standing ovation. She didn't actually say anything. She just walked on the stage. But she was brilliant in it. She was absolutely brilliant, and to remember all that stuff. I hope I can remember all that stuff. I think she must have been 90, so 2014. Yeah, so she'd been about 89. Yeah.
But she could have made some of it up, surely. Who would know?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's true. But she was.
We all do that a little bit, don't we? Fill in the gaps.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't pick that show because I don't think I've ever seen it. And but out of the two, I'd probably pick Miss Marple.
Is there a murder show that you do like? A detective?
Yeah.
Detective.
I liked that. Yeah, I do like that. Who do I like? I can't think of him at the moment. There are ones that I have liked, but mostly they're them sort of Swedish and there's a Swedish one, and there was a Italian one. I can't remember their names. Yeah, some of those I like. Well, I like it when they have the subtitles. Yeah, I like those ones. But other than that, no, I'm not really watching that. I'm watching more stuff like RuPaul's Drag Race.
That's on all the time here, actually.
Yeah, that makes me laugh. They're funny. It's good. It's entertaining.
Yeah, light. It's a different type of afternoon.
Yeah.
Jeanette,
If I had to choose Marple.
What question did you want to ask our esteemed guest?
Oh, I hadn't really thought of one, actually, because we get to chat before the show, and I'll probably ask questions then. But one thing I would like to know is, at what age did you do your first ever public performance alone?
I was 40. First public performance. What would I be? I would be 42.
Wow, really?
Something
I
like
thought you were going to say 14 or like 20.
No, well, I mean, if you count singing Three Wheels on My Wagon at the age of 9 at a holiday camp, then yeah, then. But no, actually going out and playing something on my own with a guitar, I was about 42.
Wow.
I didn't know that. And my goodness, you must have been practicing though right up until that age, because you're very good.
Well, I've always played, but just in
Yeah.
the kitchen. So that's what I used to say about that age. I came out of the kitchen and I went to a place called the Jernet's Bar, which is in Norwich, and I checked with the man to see the man that ran it, and he said, "Oh, just come, you'll be all right." And yeah, it was actually a very nice place to do a first singing thing. I was lucky; it was very friendly and whatever. So yeah.
That's wonderful.
And now I'm 63. So now I've been doing it for quite a long time. But, you know, mind you, I haven't been doing it for as long as I was alive to the first time, 40 to 42. So 40 years to get going, and I've been going for 20 years now, you might as well say.
Yeah. Late bloomer, as they say.
Yeah. Twisted late bloom, you know, twists with the seeds on the top.
Well,
A
whatever
seedy,
tickles you.
twisted bloomer. That's
Put that on the front of your website. Oh, that's great. That's great. Jean says Angela Lansbury is 96. She was born October 25, 1920.
Wow.
Wow. I assume she's still alive, but I'm not sure if she's passed or not.
No, I think she's still alive.
I thought she was. I read something yesterday in researching it, saying that she didn't think she'd be bringing back Jessica Fletcher anytime soon. Sorry, Tom, did I interrupt?
I was just going. She is a witch, from bed knobs and broomsticks, so probably still got another couple of 100 years to go.
We know her reputation then.
Yeah.
Marina,
1925, probably 1825, really.
so, Marina Florence, you're going to sing us another song, we hear.
Yeah, I'm going to sing. This song is one that I've just released. So it's not one that anybody will have heard before. I haven't played it publicly or anything, but it is available if you've got. I'm not going to say the word. I'll spell it Alexa, because if you say that out loud, that word, they start up all over the place.
Oh, do they?
Yes. So, but you can. If you ask to hear Marina Florence Waves on the Alexa system,
What?
they'll play it for you. Anyway,
Okay.
yeah. So I'm going to play that.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll get out your way. The beautiful new single from Marina called Waves.
I sail on a sea of green. I sail on a sea of blue. Swam in the sea of hopeless. Was lost in the ocean of you. I sailed on a sea of sacrifice, where fear of failure abounds. Drifted on the sea of broken dreams, as the tides of change howled. I sailed on the sea of lonely. I sailed on the sea of drowned. Swam an ocean of fallen tears. A wall of waves that tore me down. I sailed on the sea of loss, where no hope would be found. lost in an ocean of your love, on fair winds to firmer ground. We sail on the sea of green. We sail on the sea of blue. Eased in to the sea of hopeful. Was saved by the ocean of you. Was saved by the ocean of you.
Absolutely beautiful. That's one of the
Well, thank you
loveliest
very
things
much.
I've ever heard you sing, Marina, and I've heard you sing quite a lot, and I like it.
Thank you very
That's
much.
really
Yeah.
something. Thank you.
I wasn't sure about it, and then I sent it to Jono to listen to. And when he came back, he'd written paragraphs, and it was so positive about it. I thought, oh, I think it might be quite good, that song. So Jono gave me the confidence to believe in it.
Well done, Jono. That's for all our benefits then.
Pure pleasure, yeah, and it's to everyone's benefit. It's certainly one of the best you've done ever, I think. It's a beautiful
Thank you very
song.
much.
You can find it. I did put the links up there. Check the comments. Go and buy it now if you like that. It's Marina Florence and Waves. It's available on all of the platforms. I won't mention any names, but you can directly download it. It's a download only, isn't it? It's a digital download.
Yeah, it's a digital download. I don't do CDs anymore because I made a rash decision a couple of years back not to produce any more CDs because I didn't want to put any more plastic into the environment. But the only problem with that, which I found, is that you can't make enough money by streaming to pay for the cost, to even cover the cost of making music. Whereas with a CD, you know, I always covered my costs and I always had a little bit to go to the next thing. But
Yeah.
I can't do that anymore. But then on the other hand, you know, I made the decision. That's that. I won't go back on it now.
Saving the planet. Bless you.
Well, I don't think I'm really. I don't suppose it really.
No, you
makes a
are.
whole
You
lot of
alone. You're saving the planet.
Yeah, maybe it was a rash decision. I don't know. Anyway, that's it. I can't change it now.
Yeah, well, you can get it digitally, people. You can get a MP3 to your computer, your phone, or other device, and it's well worth it. It's a song that's well seasoned and will remain with you for quite some time, if not forever, once you've listened to it. The recording is beautiful as well, and there's a great production and some instrumentation from Ben Walker. Is it, Marina?
Yeah, Ben Walker. Yeah, I would highly. Anybody ever wants to work with anybody as a producer and a guitarist, I would highly recommend him. He's really got a very good ear for
Very good. Very good. Yeah.
making things sound how you want them to.
Yeah, he's really, really good. I really rate him. Let's see what people are saying. We're getting applause from Jenny and Jean.
Thank you very much.
Ken DeLu says, lovely song, Marina.
Thank you.
Steve Brady, our friend from America, saying, lovely tune, Marina.
Thank you very much. All the way from America.
Yep, it's going around the world. You already go around the world anyway. Beautiful tune, says Keith. In England.
Oh, just
Kim-
England. Oh,
Kim says, beautiful voice and song, Marina. Thank you.
thank you very much for listening. And yes, it's you know, makes a difference to people when people give you that validation, because you know, I'm sure anybody that plays, well, I don't know if everybody does, but I certainly know that Jono does. I do as well. I quite often tell myself I'm just not good enough, and it doesn't matter how many people tell you that you are good enough. You just tell yourself you're not. So it's a very difficult balance between actually
It's
doing
going to
this sort of
stop
thing.
us telling. We're still going to tell you though.
Yeah.
Well, yes, but
Really wonderful.
your brain is a very strange thing, and it will make you feel many negative thoughts.
Yeah, and I think once you get those dents in you of self-esteem or self-confidence issues, they're hard to shake. And you might be creating something that's rather beautiful or fantastic, but sometimes you just go, oh, nobody's going to want to listen to that, and you put yourself down. And there's so many facets to that, but I do know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
Um,
Anyway, sorry, didn't mean to bring the whole thing down. No.
and have a cry in the corner in a minute. Elmi says beautiful and so relaxing. She is such a lovely lady and caring about others.
Thank you very much. So there is if people do contact me via my website, there's an absolutely beautiful instrumental of that track, and it really is mindful. And I'll just send you a copy. Don't have to buy it or anything. Just contact me and I'll send a copy of it. And if you're just feeling like you just need to relax in a corner, it's such a beautiful piece of music that Ben has played the lead guitar on. It's very mindful. It feels really lovely to listen to.
Oh,
So
I
just-
want one
just
of them.
contact
Can I
me.
have one, please? Can I have one, please? Miss?
Yeah, of course, anybody can have one. And I'll just send them. Yeah, no worries.
Leah says, very beautiful. I'm listening through Dad and Mum's devices. They've got devices. Right. Don't say the name. Jenny says, oh, Mozzie's out in sunshine.
Oh, really?
That's deep.
It's too cold here for that. Too cold here.
It's cold here.
Yeah, it is cold, but it's lovely, crisp afternoon here.
Yeah.
Blue skies, a few clouds, but greatly brightened by you being here, Marina.
Thank you very much.
I've got nothing else to say. Jeanette's asked her question. She did brilliantly.
Yeah.
Yeah, well done, me. Doesn't matter about Marina.
Yeah, don't worry about Marina. Jeanette, you were so good with that question. Really.
Thank you. Well, thank you. Seriously, Marina, you're so amazing. It's for me, it's so surprising to hear that you can be so down on yourself when all I see is incredible talent in your songwriting, your singing, your guitar playing, all of it, the whole thing, and the way you just, as I think one of the participants said, that you're such a lovely person, so lovely to other people. You're great, all round great. You really got the whole thing.
Okay, thank you.
I don't know what to do with that.
I don't think you're making it better.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not making
Mind you, probably in private, she swears a lot.
Do you reckon?
Occasionally I
Yeah.
do. When
She was
I
swearing like a trooper earlier when we were trying to get the computer working and stuff. It's awful.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm only joking. I agree. I agree, but that's the mind for you.
Yeah.
You know, I always think whatever Marina does, her voice tells a story and it soothes you. You make music to soothe people, to make people think, and you take people on a journey with you, and that's the talent. Whether you see that all the time, I know what that's like. But we think you're great anyway.
Good. Thank you very
Good.
much.
Now get off.
Come back later.
Marina. Yeah, we'll see you in a minute or two for your
All right
last
then.
one.
Yeah.
Thank you.
See ya.
Marina Florence, ladies and gentlemen.
That's just so shocking. You know, I'm one of the least talented musicians I know, and so when I'm a bit down on myself about what people don't really want to hear myself, whatever, I know it's probably accurate, but that doesn't stop me doing anything, because what I lack in talent I make up for with enthusiasm. And so I don't get nervous before a gig, and I get excited and can't wait to get on there, and as soon as I come off stage I want to get back on, but not because I'm really good. But it's just so much fun to do, whereas you get people like Marina who are really good, and I think I should be the one thinking, oh yeah, no, I should, you know, I'm a bit rubbish. She should never think that, not ever, or you, Jono. It's just and Tom, you're such talented people, all of you. I'm surrounded by talent. It's lovely.
I don't know, for me, I think on a serious note, I flew through life through my first sort of 40 years or so, and I had no confidence issues. I was never too flashy. I think I like to think I was modest, or I was told I was. But then, I got ill, and it stripped away some dignity and some self-confidence, and then that grew into other parts of my life. And a doubt once sown is hard to it's like a weed. It's hard to totally get rid of. And I'm not racked by it all the time, every day. And sometimes I feel, what I do or what we do collectively, what I do with other people is good. And some days I, just don't like myself that much, or what I've produced. And I know how that can be. So I don't know if only there was a magic cure for it.
Yeah.
Is there not a thing though, like when you get into your 40s and 50s, sometimes with people, that you care a lot less than you used to about what other people think, and you live your life for you, and you stop trying to just always be thinking about what people
But
think.
isn't that what maybe causes this? I mean, I don't really mind what other people think of me, but I mind what I think of myself.
Yeah.
So actually, that's
I
much
see.
harder.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I think you just sort of think, well, actually, I'd really like to do this or that and can't quite do it or whatever.
Right.
So it's the pressure you put on yourself, not about other people particularly. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's true. And I'm kind of the role reversal in that as I get older. In certain elements, I know that I'm better at than I was. But in certain elements, I think I was more fearless when I was younger, and I could just do it. And I wasn't thinking I'm the dog's dinner or whatever. But as I get older, I don't. Yeah, I think it's the reverse way around for me. And I do think it's your own expectations, and those things I think sometimes are made worse by not being able to, like COVID, and not being able to go out so much, and I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think a lot of the time it's about, whether you can do something, or the excitement of something. I just think it's just how your brain works, isn't it?
Yeah.
If your brain doesn't work like that, then it's really hard to understand somebody else whose brain is different, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it's one, it's not a one or the other type of thing. I think
It's true. And I think also, Tom, it's kind of like a lot of people are they admire somebody who's got a gift, who's creatively or can make something, and that might be making a song. And sometimes people think, oh wow, if I had that talent, I'd be so happy about it. And you are most of the time, but there are times when you sort of like just a little bit down on yourself,
totally.
rather than others doing it. And Jenny adds, don't do yourself down, Jeanette, we love you.
Oh, I wasn't saying it for that. It's just, it's the fun of doing stuff, because I don't have any shyness or inhibitions. It just kind of makes me just go at stuff, and I just assume that I can do everything until I try and fail, but then none of that matters, and nobody's life is depending on whether I get a note wrong by voice or guitar. I just think that there are people doing such brilliant things for the planet, for people, whatever, and anything I do is pretty much kind of for me and maybe the people around me, just and I think I'm so insignificant in so many things that it just doesn't matter what I do. I'm so insignificant, but I'm not saying that because I want to be significant. I'm just having fun, exactly doing what I do, and little things I've got planned, like traveling and holidays, and I love singing with significant others. Just being in that band with amazing people and loads of talent, and Graham's songwriting, it's incredible. And that, just to be able to do that, gives me such a thrill, and hopefully I enhance those songs, but it's just so much fun. And I just think, I don't know, it doesn't matter if we're really good, because we're just, we're a band in Colchester
Having fun.
Yeah, and that's what it's about, isn't it? And bringing fun to others. And so life is fun on the whole.
Keith says you are a significant other. And Elmi says, deep thought afternoon, but lots of comforting comments made, all thanks to our lovely Marina. Thank you all. Yes, sorry, we got serious. We very rarely do that. And we paused for a moment. And I think sometimes it's okay to show the light and shade in life. And I think also what we do with you connecting with us and us connecting with you is a good thing, and we're
Yes.
doing good here today, putting the show together and connecting with people, and you're doing us good by
yeah.
tuning in and making us feel good as well, and that's the truth. The others will know this, but after the show I always feel sort of like really good. I feel like we've sort of like really connected with people, and that isn't about us showing off and being the hosts for the most. It's more about just connecting with people, and I think that human trait has gone missing in the last couple of years a little bit because of the pandemic, but you know, it's still there, and we're glad to be with you. But philosophy 101, says Keith. There we go. That's enough of that. Anyway, we need Jeanette. We need the answer to TV Detective of the Week. I think I know how it's.
I need a drum roll, if you could, please, gentlemen. And the winner is, unsurprisingly,
Miss Marple is the TV Detective of the Week. Where is she? There she is. Hello, Miss Marple. How you doing?
is Martin's friend Joan.
Yes. Hello, Joan. Thank you for being with us. That's the TV Detective of the Week. We have 2 more next week. Yeah, we'll see how it goes with that. And keep your suggestions coming in for things of the week you want us to do. We've got some different ones lined up. I think I should look at our calendar at this point and just say, I say next week, but I think it might be the week after. Let me just load the calendar. Sorry to be all technical on you. But yeah, it's going to be the 25th. So we're not here next week, the 18th. For a little while, at least, we're going to go fortnightly. And it's just because we've got so many things on and there's only so much I can do in the time, and Tom and Jeanette as well. But me saying that maybe I just need to sort of concentrate for a little while on organising and delivering the in-person afternoons, of which we've got quite a few coming up. We're on Shrub End on Monday at 2, so do join us. Shrub End Social Centre, look it up. We'll be there from 2 till 4. But it's also the fact of we need to make sure we're getting them up and running. So we won't be back next week on the 18th. We'll be back on the 25th. And I'll put a note on Facebook as well. And it's not to say Tom and Jeanette can't be too busy or anything. It's just the fact that I'm sort of want to make sure we get the other ones up and running. Is that right? Was that okay with you too?
Absolutely great. Don't spread yourself too thinly.
Yeah.
I know you do lots. You do live shows, you do this, you do all the things in the background, all the booking together. You do so much. I know that it might look like we just come on here and muck about for an hour or 2, but you work loads in the background.
And there is
just turn up here.
there's a rehearsal, isn't there, for this show that we do?
Oh yes, and the rehearsals for the shows.
Oh, whole day rehearsal.
Yeah. Weeks and
We
weeks.
spend ages, absolute ages, making it look like we don't give a damn.
I think we succeed.
We don't plan out. We don't script the show, obviously, but we do sort of like plan the show somewhat. But anyway, that's the TV Detective of the Week. See you, Miss Marple. See you next time. All right. Bye, love. Bye. It is time not for soap icon of the week. What are you talking about, Jono? It's poem of the week.
It's poem of the week. It's sometimes short and sweet. It's poem of the week. And it's always magnifique.
Well, the poem this week, it's just to warn you, Jono, again, it's a very, very, very short poem indeed. But it was, it struck a chord. I did want to read it last week, but I was too caught up in all the kind of, thinking about my mom and stuff. But this one rings very true for now. It's making me think about, we're suddenly into February and it's going so quickly. And this is a poem by Brian Bilston. And it's known either as aide memoire or mnemonic. Either way, they mean things to help you remember stuff. So this is very apt. 30 days has September, April, June, and November. Unless a leap year is its fate, February has 28. All the rest have 3 days more, excepting January, which has 6,184. That was Mnemonic by Brian Bilston. And it does feel like that sometimes. January just takes forever.
Yeah, well, yeah. Your inspiration, how can I hold it up, made me go and buy that book. Can you see it?
Oh, Brian Wilson's book.
You
I
took
love
the last bus home. I've not read it yet, but it was inspired by you saying his poems, and I'd liked his work.
Brilliant.
But you brought it to my attention again, so thank you, Jeanette.
You're very welcome.
Christine says, "Lovely, thank you, Jeanette."
It does feel like that, doesn't it? When it's January, it's like a lot of people doing dry January. Not me, of course. And it just seems to go on. I start January on my birthday, New Year's Day, and then you're just kind of waiting for, what's going to happen next. Not much in January, but mind you, it's Valentine's on Monday, isn't it? So
Yes, it is.
I've had some presents arrive by Mr. Amazon, and I opened 2 of them already.
You already know what he's called. He's not in secret, that Mr. Amazon, is he?
Every guy.
There should be more 28th of January, says Keith.
28th. Oh, that's his birthday. That's why.
Well known, great. Thanks, Jeanette, says Elmi. Kim says that was lovely, Jeanette, and so true. Hey, and thanks to you lot out there. It's really important to us, not just that we do this and we're here, but it's a real sense of community with you guys. And you come along week in, week out, and join us. And it means a lot that you can just listen, you can just watch, or you can comment, and all of them are lovely, and it makes it all worthwhile. So thank you very much for being with us. It's been a long road, nearly 2 years, coming up at the sort of start of next month. It's been 2 years since we've done these online things, so they're going to keep going. So just bear with us while we sort of bring back our in-person afternoons. Ken says, nice poem, Jeanette. He's a nice man. His name's Kendaloo, and he's a nice man. Let's welcome back our lovely guest. I'll unmute her. I'll bring her to the stage now. Marina, rise up, Marina. There she is.
Hello, sorry about that, bringing everything way down.
Way down.
You are all significant others. There's no doubt about that. I mean, absolutely, yeah.
No, don't worry about it, Marina. If we didn't want to extend the conversation, we didn't have to. Actually, you're an inspiration in lots of ways, and sometimes that means talking about things like confidence or just day-to-day stuff. It depends. Jenny's got to go. Dr. Jenny, we'll see you next time. Have a great week or 2. We'll be back in 2. Have a great one. Thanks for being
Jenny. Bye.
Bye, Jenny. Dr. Jenny. Marina, have you got anything else? You've got your single Waves out now.
Yeah.
Have you anything else coming up that we should know about?
Not that I can think of. I'm going to be working on some new stuff because once my PC is up and running, then I'll be working on that. I've got a new PC that I've got to get my head around.
Yeah, Marina's got a new PC.
Do it.
Does that mean a new album coming?
I don't know. Remember we had the discussion before that maybe it's better just to do singles because then you can do them little and often. Because music's so quick, short. Once you've released the one, you maybe get a couple of weeks, 2-3 weeks out of it, and then people have moved on to the next thing. So
we are very sorry, I was going to say we're very content rich. There's just so many things bidding for our time, isn't there?
Yeah, I think really all I'm doing is just writing and doing the stuff that I want to do, that I enjoy doing. And like Jeanette said, it doesn't really matter. I don't care whether anybody's actually listening because I can't force people to listen. I've just got to do it because I want to do it. And, when you get validation, that's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Isn't it lovely, the process of writing a song and creating this thing?
It's like falling in love.
Ah.
That's what it's like. It's like falling in love. You write it and you fall in love with it and if you listen to if you listen to anything enough times, you're going to love it. And if you're writing it, then you fall in love with it as you go along, and then you get to love it more and more and more.
Yeah.
Sometimes later on you fall out of love with it because you think actually that's not as good as what I thought it was when I was writing it. But
It might be
most of the
because
time,
you're starting to write better things, and that gets replaced. The love gets replaced onto.
that's right. So
Yeah.
that is what it's like. So you're replacing each time you write something new. You're replacing your previous love, which is a bit sad, really. But it's
Sounds-
also good.
it's not children.
No, it's true.
Yeah, and sometimes you go back to older stuff and you think, "Oh God, that was really nice. I really love that
Yeah.
again." And sometimes you fight with it outside a kebab shop on a Friday evening. You know.
Sometimes I walk into my mum's and she's got one of those EXA things, and you know, she's got it blaring out, and then she's just sitting in her chair with her eyes shut, and I think, that's actually me. That's me playing, and you know, coming out of it does. You know, I can't lie. Even to my ears, it sounds good. So you know, and she's so taken away with it, and although she's got Alzheimer's and you know, it is, you know, quite progressed now. I don't think she will ever forget me because of that music. And it's such a powerful thing to have, you know, between us.
Yeah.
It's immense, you know. It really does make her remember. She remembers me in Perry Como.
You're in good company.
Yeah. Oh, that's lovely. That's a lovely thought, Marina. Time's moving on, so I'm only cutting you off just to say, what have you got for us to finish the show on, please?
So I've got another really old song, first released, I think, 1952.
Oh, wow.
By a man called Hank Williams.
Oh, hello.
But for me, it was brought to my attention by Ray Charles, and it's called "Take These Chains from My Heart."
Beautiful. We're going to have that now. Take Those Chains from My Heart. Wonderful. For the last time this afternoon, Marina Florence.
Take these chains from my heart and set me free. You've grown cold and no longer care for me. All my faith in you has gone, but the heartaches linger on. Take these chains from my heart and set me free. Take these tears from my eyes and let me see just a spark of the love that used to be. If you love somebody new, let me find a new love too. Take these chains from my heart and set me free. Give my heart just a word of sympathy. Be as fair to my heart as you can be. Then if you no longer care for the love that's beating there, take these chains from my heart and set me free. Take these chains from my heart and set me free. You've grown cold and no longer care for me. All my faith in you has gone, but the heartaches linger on. Take these chains from my heart and set me free.
Thank you very much, Marina. It's been a pleasure having you with us this afternoon.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Thanks for your
Always.
lovely music and your good company. It's always a
Yeah,
pleasure.
and yours too. It's really, really lovely. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Kim says, I love this song, Marina. Always love listening to your songs and stories. You have such a beautiful voice.
Thank you very much.
And these comments will probably keep coming. Elmi says, thank you, Marina. Sung beautifully as always.
Thank you.
We're going to say goodbye, Marina, just so we can fit other things on the screen and get to our ending. But we wish you well, and we'll keep in touch, of course, and we welcome you back on the show soon enough. Until then, have a wonderful life, basically.
And you too. Okay, bye.
Bye, Marina.
Bye.
Thank you very
Bye.
much. It's just time for us to go now, ladies and gentlemen. Running a little bit later. Apologies. Thanks to Jeanette, Tom, and of course, Marina. You have a lovely couple of weeks. We'll be back in 2 weeks' time. We're online show on the 25th, Friday, the 25th of February. Until then, I'm going to say goodbye to Tom and Jeanette and myself. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being lovely, really. Yeah. Thanks to the National Lottery Community Fund as well for supporting our work. We'll see you in a couple of weeks' time. Bye for now.
We've all got a tale to tell. Times were not always so, but putting it all aside, we made it through by and by. It's warm and toasty in here. Share our laughter, sometimes tears. You'll be welcome with a cup of tea and a biscuit, maybe 2 or 3, wrapped in a little white cloth. Cooking for hours in the old iron pot. There's a jam roly-poly for tea. Enough for you and Dad and Grandma and me. What did we like the most? Fish paste sandwich or peas on toast? Nothing could come bubble and squeak the day after our Sunday